What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to do a reaction to the Masters of the Universe trailer. I'm a little late getting to this because it dropped earlier today. So I have not watched this, but I've already seen there is some discussion going on. I haven't been paying too much attention to this project. I watched the He-Man cartoon when I was very young. I mean, I don't have any real nostalgia for it like I do G.I. Joe or Transformers or Ninja Turtles. But you know, you had the Kevin Smith, He-Man, project that just completely was a big disaster because of how Kevin Smith handled that a few years ago. So I don't really know what to expect from this, but let's check it out and then we will discuss. So here we go.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god. Where I come from, that stuff is real. Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's...
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things.
See, so I know that right there. I've seen people reacting to that. It seems like a joke. It seems like it's being made to be funny. It's kind of a play on He-Man. I feel like that's what it is. I could be wrong, but it feels like a very much like a joke that because the anti-woke stuff has been so, crazy lately with how we approach this stuff that I feel like we're missing that, which is totally understandable, by the way. But I feel like that is, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that, but I looked at it and I was like, I feel like this is a joke because I saw the picture. People were sharing it, and I was like looking at the context of it, and I saw people complaining, and I'm like, my initial reaction was He-Man, he-him. I feel like this is a joke. Not saying it's a good joke, but that was my impression.
It's not a good look for human resources.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home.
Sir, you can't do that.
Don't worry, the sword's mine.
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
So we've got Idris Elba as a race-swapped man-at-arms. I like Idris Elba. It feels very unnecessary to make that decision, but this is Hollywood, and that is an active decision because there are plenty of people that could be cast in that role, but you decided to race-swap it because, of course, you did.
What am I supposed to do? Take the sword. You protect them.
Skeletor looks awesome. Okay, so there's a... there's a lot to go over here. Skeletor looks awesome. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jared Leto is playing Skeletor. There's a lot that I think is cringy, but there's a lot that I think could be okay. Listen, I'm not going into this movie expecting to be blown away. I'm not going into this movie expecting this is going to be the greatest thing ever. I've got relatively low expectations for a dumb, fun, kind of like CG action movie. Watching this, it doesn't look terrible. It really doesn't. Like, I think that there's some cheesiness in it. I think that the stuff in Eternia looks far more interesting than the stuff in the real world. And I hope that we don't have a ton of that real world stuff. But it's obviously necessary. It seems like this trailer showed way too much. And that's a problem with trailers in general. But in this one in particular, I feel like we just got the whole entire journey right here. But whatever. Overall, like, I don't think this looks terrible. I really don't. And as it stands, and if I am wrong, then I will admit that I was wrong. I feel like the pronoun thing is 100% a joke that's almost meant to show the stupidity of pronouns. I feel like that's what it is, but we'll see. But overall, it looks pretty good. And as long as we are maybe like 15% into the real world and we spend the rest of the movie in Eternia, I think that will be a pretty fun movie overall. And like I said, I did watch He-Man when I was younger, but like I said, I don't have this reverence for He-Man like I do G.I. Joe and other properties. But I think this looks pretty okay. It's decent. Decent is what I would say about it. And I don't know. I don't know really, however, to approach that beyond it looks decent. I'm not telling anybody I'm blown away by it. But yeah, I mean, the casting, pretty good outside of the obvious, nonsense that they're pulling with the race swap Man-at-Arms. But Idris Elba is an awesome actor. He has an awesome screen presence. And while I'm always against race swapping just in general, we are where we are with it. It's a race swap. At least it's Idris Elba. You know, you can look at situations like Perry White in, the Zack Snyder Man of Steel movies. You can look at Samuel L. Jackson in the MCU. These things did not hurt anything when they were done, and they were done by very good actors that portrayed the roles. I feel like that's what we're going to get with Idris Elba in this role right here. He's a great actor. He has great screen presence. It's bullshit that the race swap happened, but it did. So there you have it. And there's Tila. That's the girl from Riverdale, I think. Is that her name? Or that's the show she was on. So yeah, overall, it's decent. I can't hate on this. Battle Cat looks CG filled, but cool. Yeah, I think I'll probably check this out. I mean, we'll obviously see the next trailer. How long was this trailer? So this is a 2-minute and 24-second trailer, and you're calling it a teaser trailer. So I guess we'll see the full trailer afterwards. So yeah, this is pretty decent. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.